Welcome back for another video. Today's video is an early Gameweek 1 draft to kick off the discussion for the new season, including how I plan to shape my team. Beyond that, we'll also discuss some player combination and fixture rotations. There's lots of content to come during the preseason and beyond, so hit subscribe so you don't miss out. The game hasn't officially launched yet, but if you're feeling impatient, there are some community tools like livefpl.net and fpl.team which allow you to start drafting already if you wish. Prices aren't out yet, but the draft is 99.5ml with a 0.5ml buffer. So let's jump into the draft. Leave a comment below, I'll read them all, so I'm keen to hear your thoughts. In goal it's Raya from Brentford. Last season only Ederson, Alisson and Lloris had better points per game than Raya. You rarely get good value out of the premium keepers and he's expected to come in at 4.5ml. He missed Gameweek 10 all the way to Gameweek 23 with an injury last season, so he finished the season with 95 points at a rate of 4 points per game, keeping 8 clean sheets. Brentford have a good run of games, facing 2 top 6 teams in their first 8 games. There's an international break after Gameweek 8 which could be a wildcard opportunity. We await to find out whether FPL will offer unlimited transfers after the World Cup concludes before Gameweek 17, in which case if they did, Gameweek 8 would be the standout wildcard opportunity. Trent was the top scoring defender last season, and Liverpool have an opening fixture away to Fulham, which is about as good as it comes. At least one of Trent or Robertson are essential considering the opening games. Among defenders last season, he had an expected goal involvement of 15.91, which was comfortably highest, second being Cancelo on 11.7 XGI. For that reason, Cancelo makes the draft, as Man City also have a great starting run of games. Their opening 6 games are West Ham, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Forest and Aston Villa. He'll get a big price hike for 22-23, most likely to 7ml, but 7.5ml is a possibility too. Last season Man City had an expected goals conceded of 26.2, which was by far the best in the league. Liverpool was second on 37.9 XGC. Chilwell had the best points per match among all defenders last season, scoring 7.9 points on average. He did however only play 6 games due to injury, but over that run he scored 3 times and registered an assist. If him and Reece James come in at the same price, it will be a real decision between the two, considering how impressive James was too. Wolves have a nice run of games and they're a capable side defensively last season. Their 43 goals conceded was actually 5th fewest in the league. Johnny can play in either of their fullback or wing-back positions and he has attacking threat in him too. He scored twice last season in 11 starts. Wolves' fixtures rotate perfectly with another side who we have on the bench, more on that later. If Aït-Nouri looks the likelier starter, it's an easy swap for the same price. Salah's a no-brainer considering the fixtures and he gets the armband. It was a season of 2 halves for Salah, but in the first half of last season he was unstoppable, registering 15 goals and 10 assists in the opening 17 games, blanking just once over that run. He was top in the league for expected goal involvement on 31.1 XGI. You'd back him to start well again, and he should come in at 12.5ml or perhaps 13ml max. De Bruyne or Haaland will be a big question for Gameweek 1, which way are you leaning? Last season KDB was 3rd among mids for points per game after only Salah and Son. His 33 bonus points is also more than any other player. City have an awesome run of games, including home games to Bournemouth, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest, 2 of the 3 newly promoted sides at home in the opening 5. For that reason he's an obvious pick and he now has Haaland to feed chances to as well. If you're enjoying the pre-season content, please drop a like on this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on more to come. Arsenal have arguably the best opening fixtures over the first 8 game weeks. They don't play any team that finished above them over that run, with just Man United from the top 6. Saka's 20 goal contributions was the highest in that Arsenal side, and he scored 33 more points than any teammate last season. He may also remain on penalty duties, which he took ownership of in the latter part of last season as well. After joining Newcastle in January, in 11 matches, Bruno Guimaraes scored 5 times with 1 assist at a rate of 5.5 points per start. If he comes in at 6ml, he'd be a real temptation. Their opening fixtures are a mixed bag, with 2 strong openers against Forest and Brighton, followed by Man City, Wolves and Liverpool. He could be one to shift on in Gameweek 3 if a better option emerges, which is very possible. Up top, Tony's in the draft. He'll be a popular pick considering Brentford's opening games, as discussed earlier. His returns were patchy last season, but he tended to perform much better against the poorer teams, including a hat-trick against Norwich in Gameweek 28, followed by a brace against Burnley in Gameweek 29. With an opening set of fixtures packed with relatively easier teams, there's bound to be plenty of returns in there. The hope is that he comes in at 7ml max. Completing the 11 is Undav, who Brighton signed from Royal Union last season but loaned him straight back. He was incredibly impressive there with 26 goals and 16 assists last campaign, or in 72 games total he had 72 goal contributions. The caveat of course is that the Belgian league doesn't have nearly the same quality. We'll keep an eye on the pre-season, as Brighton have lost Basuma and Cucurella. Plus Man United could be a tough game under new manager Ten Hag. That said, Brighton's fixtures beyond Man United are great, so he's one to keep an eye on. The alternative combination here is Trossard and Haaland over De Bruyne and Undav. Over the final 6 matches he played, Trossard scored 4 times with 3 assists. Haaland will be hard to resist. He's a very exciting addition to FPL for 22-23 and likely to cost about the same as KDB. He's a prolific goalscorer and he has all the attributes of a complete centre forward. In 88 appearances at Dortmund, he scored 84 times with 20 assists and he's still only 21. It's without a doubt he'll thrive under this Man City side that never stops creating chances. On the bench it's Fernandez, Guehi, Gelhardt and Colback. Fernandez is there with wishful thinking that he'll be 4 mil as a perfect backup keeper to Raya. There's a lack of forward options compared to the abundance of mids, so a 4.5 mil forward looks sensible, such as Gelhardt. This worked well last season for me and helped me get a strong start that propelled me to number 1 in the world. As you can see, Crystal Palace's fixture rotate perfectly with Wolves, so I can see the defensive combination working well and becoming popular, and both sides are capable in defence. So for 2 4.5 mil rotating defenders, you can't go wrong. Drop a comment below of all your early thoughts. I'll read all comments, so I'm keen to hear what you have to say. That wraps up the early draft. No doubt it will change plenty over the pre-season. If you enjoyed the video, please drop it a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future pre-season content. See you soon for the next one.